It's tests like bleach and none of these tests in any way benefit.
They're not necessary. They could be
totally unnecessary.
The products don't even need to be tested on animals.
Oh really?
It's not a legal requirement, but they do it because it's a way to make money.
Do we know what happened to that dog in the picture? Why there's so much?
They vomit blood. The amount of chemicals.
So the reason why they use beagles is because they've got big paws. It's easy to take blood from. So when they're doing the experiments on them, they need an easy way to take blood to see what's happening. And beagles, we have undercover footage. It's not just pictures. So if you wanted to do more on it, we have footage on it.
Right. I mean, something that I wouldn't be able to put on YouTube.
It would get taken off.
It would get like age restricted or potentially strikes for violence or something. Yeah. But I'm happy to cover what's happening here. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
If there's anything you want to talk about, or I've just gone live now, so.
Yeah, like I can explain to you why we're here and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Yeah, you don't mind being on camera?
I don't care. Something a bit quieter, maybe.
Go somewhere quieter and explain it while he's live streaming, and then he can come over and do that. Shut them down!
Hello, people in chat. We're just at Westminster. See where my mate's gone. Just arrived here with a friend as well.
What do we want? Beagle liberation. When do we want it? Now. Beagle liberation. When do we want it? Now.
I know where he's gone.
It's their lives, not yours. It's their bodies.
Oh, he's off doing his own thing, filming something as well.
You both do the same sort of stuff.
Their babies,
Yeah.
not yours. It's their lives.
Pretty much, yeah. I'd just like to cover
Day-to-day happenings.
any protests and try and advertise those to people, and if people are fighting for freedoms, it needs to be covered.
We want freedom for the beagles. Beagles' lives are their rights. We will not give up the fight. Beagles' lives are their rights. We will not give up the fight. Beagles' lives are their rights. We will not give up the fight. Beagles' lives are their rights. We will not give up the fight. Beagles want to live. Just like us. Beagles love their babies. Just like us. Beagles feel pain. Just like us. Beagles feel love. Just like us. Beagles do not want to die. Just like us. Beagles do not want to be experimented on. Just like us. Beagles don't want to be gashed to death. Just like us. There's no excuse for animal abuse. There is no excuse for animal abuse. Pseudoscience is not an excuse for animal abuse. There is no excuse for animal abuse. One struggle, one fight. Human freedom, animal rights. One struggle, one fight. Human freedom, animal rights. One struggle, one fight. Human freedom, animal rights. One struggle, one fight. Human freedom, animal rights.
Yeah, Raymond, it's a doggo protest. I was just walking past.
Torture, death and exploitation. Torture, death and exploitation.
So, thought we'd just film it and have a go.
It's not science. It's not science.
You must
NPR, shut them down. Free the beagles.
Free the beagles!
NPR, shut them down.
NPR, shut them down!
Free the beagles.
Free the beagles!
NPR, shut them down.
NPR, shut them down!
Yeah, I'm streaming Newcastle tomorrow. There's some police here. Not many. These ones just arrived, by the looks of it. There was just liaison officers here before. You follow these on TikTok? Yeah, I had no idea this was even a thing, to be honest. So just... don't know. BB, you might be in Newcastle, really. Oh God, watch out, mate. Yeah, big protest here tomorrow though. It's the Unite for Freedom. I think it's at Hyde Park, 12 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, it's about testing on beagles. It doesn't seem to be directly related to animal rebellion or anything, but there's a lot of members who are from similar circles by the looks of it. Yeah, you might be. Oh, right. Well, BB, yeah, I would go to London if I were you. Good thing I can put on my my yellow star badge today. Hope everyone's alright in chat. I haven't said hello to anyone yet.
Free the beagles!
Free the beagles!
Free the beagles!
Free
Free
the beagles!
the beagles! Free 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 the beagles! Everybody got a march! Everybody coming!
They're marching again.
Marching around. Square.
So,
How did you get on? You live streaming?
we're live now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, no, I'm going to be live for a while. Yeah, I mean, if you're marching, if you don't mind, I'll follow for a little bit.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah? What? You come in. You come in.
Good to see you.
Yeah, they're off for walkies.
It's coming back. What do you think? Look, he's sorry. Look at this.
They're prowling on the pavement. Those are not beagles. No, there's a couple of beagles here, I think. Why am I not charging? I think one of the people here is actually from the freedom protests. I recognise it.
Free the beagles! 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 Free the NPR 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 beagles! All the beagles!
just tuned in, guys, hello. I was just walking towards Westminster because I'm waiting for Siraj. He's not going to be here for a few hours. And then I heard a bunch of yelling. So I thought I'd do this. Why is my phone not charging?
Free the beagles! Free the beagles! Close down NBR! 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 Free the NBR beagles! 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 Free the 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 beagles! Close down NPR! 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 Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles!
Just got liaison officers.
Free the NPR beagles! 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 Free the 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 beagles! Beagles taken yesterday! Free the beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Taken yesterday! Free the NPR beagles! 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 Close down NPR! 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 Free the beagles! Free the beagles!
Following a little bit and then happens. Yeah, exactly. Oh, right, yeah, okay. So I just spoke to a couple of them.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem like too much I can do, I think. Not too much.
like a lockdown people are here. You say,
Anyway.
his name there, I just went, oh, right, man, you got
Oh, that guy you said hello to a minute ago?
Yeah,
Oh, is he from Lovedown? Oh, I thought I recognised him, but I don't know.
I think he was only at the Hackney one.
Oh. met hundreds of people throughout that year. I can't recognise everyone.
He's quite a good talker though. He's quite a good speaker.
Is he?
Bravo! The beagles!
You want to be useful?
Guy's asking the liaison officer to hand out leaflets for him. Yeah, Angela, it's a protest concerning the torture and mistreatment of specifically beagles at a laboratory.
Free the NBR beagles! Free the NBR beagles! Free the NBR beagles! Free the beagles!
Yeah, dogs.
Free the beagles! 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 Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles!
I understand some of you in the chat are going to be rightfully cynical. Feel free to be. I'm trying to cover it seriously. Kind of.
Close down NPR!
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 Prissy Patel, shame on you!
Prissy Patel, shame on you!
Prissy Patel, go to hell! 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 Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Free the NPR beagles!
Apparently they have a camp outside the facility called Camp Beagle.
Free the beagles!
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 Free the NPR 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 beagles!
Free the NPR
We're going down this way. Yeah, so we're going to follow this for a bit. And then, I don't know. See what happens after that.
Free the beagles!
Free the beagles!
Free the beagles!
Free the beagles!
Close down NPR!
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 Guys!
Close down NPR! Close down NPR!
Sorry, we're just having a little conversation here. We want freedom for the beagles!
Officers are not far. We're just checking.
We want freedom for the beagles! We want justice for the beagles! We want
Goes all the way.
We want justice for the beagles! We want
That's the rule and
We want justice for the beagles!
Did I get hit by in finesse? Yeah, I did. Took a shortcut.
We want freedom for the beagles! We want justice for the beagles! We want freedom for the beagles! We want justice!
Trying my best to do steady camera work. Today would be good to have a gimbal. This isn't about to kick off, is it? I need to get a gimbal for just IRL stuff.
We want freedom for the beagles! We want justice for the beagles!
Yeah, the UK government has turned Julian Assange into a beagle,
We want freedom!
and they want his freedom.
We want justice for the beagles! We want freedom for the beagles! We want justice for the beagles! We want freedom!
Yo. Shoulder mount, shoulder mount. Hey, I'm covering it semi-seriously, because I am quite obviously a meat eater myself. Any plight worth covering is a plight worth covering. Oh, we've come up on a Shrek's adventure. Also free Shrek.
Close down, NBR! 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 Close down, NBR!
Couple of Antifa types in there. Yeah, basically, if you ever see IRL in the title and I'm covering a protest, yeah, I don't care about the protest. But I'm still here. What's that quote that's saying, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it.
Free the NBR beagles! Free the NBR beagles! Free the NBR beagles!
Oops.
Free the NBR beagles! Free the NBR beagles! Free the NBR beagles!
Just going around snapping stuff up. Not going on the peaceful protest, okay? Fair enough? Fair enough? Okay.
I'll refrain from those actions again.
Thank you very much, sir.
Did he do that on purpose? Yeah, I thought he walked into it accidentally.
No.
He didn't he?
No.
Oh.
He altered his direction to walk close to it and then placing a hand on it shoved it over. So quite definitively and definitely a deliberate act. Now,
For the beagles.
there's no damage or anything. I don't think anyone's, we're trying to be, proportionate, but at the same time, if you start down that path, then things often get silly.
Yeah, I see you've got pretty much just liaison officers here for this protest today.
We do have other people on standby.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah.
Protest?
Hopefully.
I don't know, I was just walking past, to be honest with you.
No, you said people in the square, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, mate. Nice one.
Okay.
And you. Go on the London Eye. You're allowed to stream on the London Eye. Tyrant, how's it going? How did the screaming school children go? I watched some of it. When I first came across this, I thought this might have been a London equivalent.
Close down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! 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 Close down NPR! Free the beagles! Free the beagles! Close down NPR! Close down NPR! Free the beagles!
That's the other side.
Free the beagles! Close down NPR! Free the beagles! Free the beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Take it to the marches yesterday! Troops down their throats! Dead in 90 days! Free the NPR beagles! 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 Free the NPR beagles!
Oh, Mickey, you're just changing old jokes into beagle jokes, I see. Beatles?
Beagles, they use beagles down, they're compliant and they never bite back. They are forced to drink. Free the beagles!
Are you recording?
Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles!
You have to fight for your freedom if you want.
Free the NPR beagles!
It's Ollie from Lockdown. Did you guys ever
Yeah, vaguely remember.
Tell him what you said to me about like what it's all about.
What, about this?
Yeah, about this.
Yeah. Can we just go away from the yelling? Because I can't. They won't be able to hear it.
Free the NPR beagles!
Yeah, just get ahead of it. That's all. Yeah, mate, go for it.
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're standing up in the ways, because obviously I'm quite local, I do quite a lot of the anti-lockdown or against the vaccine protests.
Yeah.
So this is another type of it really, because we're saying that we're against Big Pharma, and Big Pharma obviously don't care about us with the vaccine and everything like that, and they also don't care about these animals which are exploiting and everything like that. So why we're here is we're asking for an end to animal testing now, but we're also asking to have the licences removed from MBR acres so that we can carry on and use better science that doesn't exploit other animals. And that's what we're asking for, because there's many alternatives or non-animal models that we can use instead of these animals, like beagle puppies, for example. And Priti Patel said to us that she was shocked by what she saw at MBR acres. So we're asking for her to actually show some action. Don't just use your words, actually pull the licences, do something, because she can do that like that. She could do that now. She could end the licences for MBR. No more puppies would go from MBR acres to any of the torture labs such as Covance or Harlem, any of those ones. They wouldn't be able to do it because the licences would be removed. And we're basically, with the march, the point of it is to ask Priti Patel to do this, but also to appeal to the better nature of those who have dogs, for example, and to say, look, this is ridiculous. And also to say about, don't be a hypocrite, because if I did what they do in MBR or what they do in the torture labs and the animal testing labs out here, I'd be arrested. You know, those coppers would arrest me straight away. But because it's behind those doors, they're basically given a license to kill, a free license to kill these animals even though the medical consensus says that we don't need to do it. So it's crazy. So we're just trying to appeal to the animal lovers and also know that science is on our side, and also demand the government end the licensing now. Unlike what the European Union have done, they've said they're going to phase it out. That's not good enough. It needs to stop now because the medical consensus says that it's not necessary to do it. So we're asking for a complete stop and a complete end of animal testing, i.e. vivisection, because it's unnecessary and it's completely absurd that we're going to do that in 2021. So that's basically it.
Okay. When did Priti Patel visit the lab?
Excuse me. So she didn't visit. She saw videos of the lab where it was exposed. So she tweeted, I believe, out about it and said it's disgusting. And said, well, the words she used was "I'm ashamed," or was it shocked? It was either "I'm ashamed" or "shocked." But something to the words to those effects. You need to pull the licenses from MBR and just be consistent with your values, because the police actually have been very heavy-handed in Cambridgeshire, because there's a beagle camp called Camp Beagle, which is outside the gates of MBR Acres. So they've been very heavy-handed and spent so much money into doing this and stopping protesters from what they would say attacking or stopping those trucks from going out. So they put so much money into it. So we're asking them to stop that and to actually invest in good things such as non-animal based research, because it doesn't need to happen. We can use computer models, skin tissue cultures, organ on a chip, all these different things that don't require the use of a living sentient being. And that's basically what we're asking for, is the end of vivisection now, not the slow phase out like they said before. They said that 40 years ago about the slow phase out of vivisection. We're here 40 years later and we're still fighting for this.
How many people are at the camp?
So roughly the residents that are permanently there, it's between 10 to 20 people that are permanently there. And then you get more people that turn up for protest days, or you get more people that show up every now and again just to drop in for a cup of tea. Like locals quite support it, so like the locals had no clue about MBR Acres and what they did. I mean, MBR Acres, it doesn't really, when I heard acres, it makes me think of trees. You know, it doesn't really sound like, you know, what it is, a breeding facility for beagle puppies. So, the name doesn't really give much away. So that's why they're there as well, to let the locals know. So the locals had no clue what was going on there. So we exposed that to them, and they're really grateful for us. And there's people that come down that, you know, they're not animal rights people, they're not anti-vivisectionists, they're not vegans or whatever, they're not protesters even. They just go down for a cup of tea and then they end up staying the night and end up becoming part of it. So they have got big protest days as well. But mostly it's just permanent residency at the moment there. But like I said on Sean's live or video, is what we're trying to ask people to do is either to go down there and support if they can, or join us when we do events here, or if you can't do that, then just share about it. Or actually, if you're local and you live in a town, just contact Free the MBR Beagles on Facebook, and you can get some leaflets for nothing, and you can just hand them out to people and just let people know, spread the word basically.
Yeah,
do some outreach sessions.
In the local area, I suppose it's probably more.
Absolutely,
more
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Do you see many, like, well, I mean, clearly there's an obvious comparison to Lovedown, but...
Yeah, well, yeah, there's people that have been involved in the anti-lockdown or Lovedown, well, not Lovedown, but the anti-lockdown movement. You do see some familiar faces at those protests. But yeah, it's similar in the regards, well, it's similar in the fact obviously you're camping out, but the only difference, and well, you are constantly doing activism or standing up, but the only difference is obviously you're outside the hell, like the gates of hell as we call it. So you actually are there, and you do hear a lot of disturbing things such as beagles crying and things like that. So it's not for like, it's not, how do I put it, it's not for like weak-minded, it doesn't sound very nice, but it's not for people that can't handle like upsetting things, let's say. But yeah, no, I really recommend that people check it out. Like I say, Free the MBR Beagles on Facebook and Instagram, and Camp Beagle on Facebook and Instagram as well. And if you can make it, we'd love to have you there really, you know, just as much support that we can get. Because yesterday the Beagles were sent out, there was 10 people there. If we had this amount of people, we probably could have done something. If we had 100 people, like we have on national demos, we could have done a lot more and probably could have stopped those trucks even getting in, let alone taking them out. So yeah, just need the ground, need the boots on the ground really.
So does the camp, I mean, is the camp similar to, I mean, I don't want to talk about Lovedown too much, obviously this is about this, but in terms of like how the camp is, like how it's run, what the facilities are, is it similar to how Lovedown was?
Yeah, fairly similar. We actually have showers, which Lovedown doesn't, which is very cool. We have a food tent, which you're more than welcome to make your own food, or sometimes people cook. The only thing we ask is if you do come, just please to bring plant-based or vegan food. Yeah, you know, there's communal areas, there's lots of tents everywhere. And even if you don't have a tent, there's normally one going spare, so just come on down. But yeah, no, there's facilities to cook and clean yourself. And yeah, that's all I can really think of. Yeah, I mean, we have a laugh as well. I mean, yeah, we do. Obviously, we do get upset, but we're there for each other. We support each other. We get angry, lose our shit. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, but
no, of
yeah,
course you can.
We lose our bloody shit, let's say. But yeah, we do sometimes, and that happens. But we're there for each other. It's a community thing. But we also have fun times as well. You know, as much as we're fighting, like it's like with the lockdown. You know, we were fighting against this fascist regime, but also it's good to remember to keep a good sort of sense of community and keep yourself happy. Because if your mental health goes down the drain, you're going to be no good to fight for any cause. And it's exactly the same with the NBR Beagles. You know, everybody at camp is lovely, supportive of you. If you want to cry, if you want to scream and shout and try and break the fence down, people will be there, no matter what they are, to help sort you out in that situation. Or if you just want to come and have a cup of tea, chill out, or drink a beer, whatever you fancy, you're more than welcome just to do that. And yeah, people, you know, we have our fun times as well.
Can you remind us where the camp is again?
So the camp is on Saltry Way, which is in Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire. So the full address is online, so it's probably best to find it. But it's on Camp Beagle on Facebook. But yeah, no, it's Saltry Way, which is Huntingdon.
Between this, like, sort of, I suppose, what you call animal rights movement and the sort of anti-lockdown, anti-health parts.
Yeah, you get people on both sides that are resistant. You get people that think, oh, bloody vegans, you know, the green stuff, all that rubbish that we know about. You get a bit of a cross with that. You also get people that think, well, you should be protecting yourself. You know, I only wear this just for my identity because I'm a bit known. And anyway, don't really need that. But you get people that say, you know, wear your social distancing, rubbish and masks and all the rest of it. But you also get people that are cross-minded. You know, you get some people here that will also be involved in that, or I mean, quite a lot of these people here won't take the vaccine because it is tested on animals. So, I mean, that was the same initial reason for not taking the vaccine for myself, was because it was tested on animals. I wouldn't want it. And I thought to myself, well, you know, I hate the fact that they do that. And I thought to myself, you know, well, actually, I'm pretty young and healthy. I probably don't need to take a vaccine for something I'm not going to die of. So that's obviously the other reason. But initially, it was because it's tested on animals. There's quite a few people here that may not be on the same sort of wavelength with, like, the great, you know, like with all the sort of politics that come with the anti-lockdown or the philosophy or whatever. Yeah. But there are people that won't take it and will think that the restrictions and everything like that is a load of crap, because it stops us from actually having the freedom to protest, and we can't help the beagles if we can't protest. So that's why that is linked with, that is one, because they, you know, if we don't have freedom to protest, then how are we going to be able to fight for the freedom of animals? You can't stand up for anything. Racism, animal rights. Can't do this, you can't do that. You know, a lot of us talk about freedom. Like my philosophy is an anarchist philosophy, and about freedom if you don't care about animals as well, because they suffer too. So that's my kind of personal message, is if you care about either the anti-lockdown movement, please get involved with this. If you care about this movement, also get involved with the anti-lockdown movement, because they two are very hand in hand and do go together very much so. So yeah, it's kind of, it's me.
Damn it.
Cheers, man.
Alright, nice one. Yeah, I'm gonna have a walkabout.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, I might like make some clips out of this or something. Literally, I was walking past the shore.
Nice, yeah.
So I don't even live in London.
The place at the moment, literally. But yeah, man. I don't know where my friends are from.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, no, cheers though, bud.
No, thanks for
Good
talking.
to see you, man.
Yeah, mate. Wait, what was your name again? I can't remember. Ollie. Yeah, he did say.
Yeah. Ollie of Dorset.
Ollie.
Yes.
Ollie Owen.
Ollie of Dorset on Instagram.
Ollie of Dorset.
So I plugged it at the end.
I mean, it's all live if anyone wants to check it out. Ollie of Dorset.
Ollie of Dorset. Ollie Dorset. That's me. If you're single, no, I'm joking. Hey, get on! Should we all get on it?
Well, I think I was buffering for some of that, wasn't I, towards the end? I think he's a nice bloke. I vaguely remember him from towards the end of Love Down. What we're coming up onto now, I don't know what this is. It's not Millennium Bridge, is it? Just check my notifications a sec. Oh, I got missed calls. Can't deal with that right now, sorry. I got a notification about my own live stream, that's good. Yeah, so okay, we'll follow for a bit. I don't know where Sean's gone. I was going to talk to the organiser of the camp as well. I don't know where she's gone. Oh, he's coming. He's doing another interview. I didn't think this would be the sort of thing Sean would care about. I mean, I'm only mildly interested. But yeah, where are the TSG today? Good question. Yeah, so thank you everyone for tuning in. I don't know why they're going this way, it's not a very populated direction. Yeah, big protest, Chris, tomorrow. There's 3 protests tomorrow. There's Brighton, London and Newcastle. I'm going to Newcastle with Siraj and Sean with Jam for Freedom. They're playing. I'm filming, I think Siraj is going to film as well. Then I think there's there's also the Brighton protest tomorrow as well, which is the Labour Party conference in Brighton. People are protesting that. And of course there's also Unite for Freedom in London, Hyde Park, I think 12 o'clock tomorrow. That's expected to be a big one. But apparently there's like a special surprise at the end. If it's the TSG, I don't know. That wouldn't be much of a surprise, would it? Beautiful water. Beautiful, beautiful colour. Beautiful.
Free the NBR Beagles! Close down NBR!
Nice one, man. Speed. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, I know, Ed. I know.
Shut down, NBR!
That is not what MBR stands for. It's got it on the leaflet. That one. Oh. Marshall Bioresources. That's MBR.
Free the NBR Beagles! Shut down NBR! Free the NBR Beagles! Shut down NBR!
You can't really read it, can you? It's a bit windy.
Free the NBR Beagles!
Camp Beagle is a 24/7 roadside protest camp determined to never give up on the puppies until the site is shut down and the practice banned. Based at the gates of MBR Acres Limited and fighting non-stop since early July 2021, Their strategy is to expose the secrecy of barbaric animal testing to the animal-loving public with non-violent direct action. There you go. Marshall Bioresources, a global American corporation, owns the biggest industrial puppy breeding facility in the UK. Their chilling website is marshallbio.com. They are selling industrially bred, pathogen-free puppies to testing labs, which means they never go outside or touch grass, ever. Yes. Now you know.
Free the NPR beagles!
Is that a beagle? It's not a beagle.
Shut down NPR! Shut down NPR!
It's like a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles!
Yeah, hybrid King Charles. Trafalgar Square? Maybe. Cross back over. I'm really hungry. Fucking hell. Big breakfast.
Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles!
So you've got a channel as well, have you?
I do, yeah.
Oh, cool. So what's your channel?
Media consumer.
Brilliant, excellent. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no worries. Saw you walking past and thought I'd cover it.
Yeah, brilliant. We need more coverage of that.
I had no idea.
Right, wow.
I've done one or two little interviews so far. This woman behind us is the organiser of the protest. The woman behind us apparently is the organiser.
Which one is that? Oh, okay, yes. She was the one that sort of basically decided to stay there on the first day of our protest there. She said, let's stay.
Did you stay at the camp as well?
Yes, I've been there a number of times now. I was there yesterday when we took the beagle pups out in the vans.
You took the
beagles out yesterday.
What, from MBR Acres?
Yes.
How did you get them?
Pardon?
How did you get them?
They basically, over 50 or 60 police officers turned up, barricaded us, stopped us from going near the vans. They went through the gates and then took the puppies out in white vans to the laboratories. It was horrific.
Free the NPR beagles!
And I've witnessed that twice now.
And you managed to get away with some?
No. They basically took them out of there to go to the laboratories yesterday. There was only about 10 protesters, 12 protesters. couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah, to 60 police officers. Yeah.
Yeah, shocking.
Yeah. What was the police response like?
Oh, it was shocking, awful. They basically ambushed us. So they come tearing down the road, jumped out of their police vans like Rambo, forming this cordon, and we couldn't get anywhere near the gates. And then basically they let the vans through, pushed back protesters. It was horrific.
I mean, we know that police are not really there to prevent crime, they're there to protect the corporations.
Yes, exactly, and that's what they were doing. They were protecting the profits, basically, of this company.
So hopefully no one was injured or anything. Well, obviously.
No one was injured, no.
Good.
Which was good.
Okay. I mean, best of luck for the rest of your fight.
Thank you as well, thank you.
Do you have any, well, I suppose if you do have any more specific action plans, you wouldn't tell, well, it'd be a bad idea to tell me on the internet.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But we have got like a protest day at Camp Beagle next Saturday and Sunday, where there'll be a protest march, a vigil, candlelight vigil, and things like that.
Are you going to invite more members of the public to come down?
Yes, definitely, yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
If I can at some point, I will come down.
Oh, you've been more than welcome. The more the merrier, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm busy over the next sort of week or so, you see. But perhaps after that.
Yeah, come down, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going through a court injunction on October the 4th.
Oh, to get you removed from the land?
Yes, yeah. So if that goes through, we'll probably be removed. But we'll have to wait and see on that.
October 4th?
October the 4th, yeah.
Right, okay.
The High Court in London.
Yeah, I mean, if you spoke to Ollie at all, he obviously he was at the Love Down camp. As was I stayed there for I stayed there for 2 months.
Oh wow!
And I went to all of the court cases.
Yeah.
We managed to get we managed to get it what do you call it? Deferred? I don't know, what do you call it?
Oh, brilliant.
Delayed for a little bit.
Oh, brilliant. That's good. So we might have a chance, hopefully.
Yeah, we did manage to get some extra time out of it, and then I mean, eventually we moved on to another place. I suppose that's not really the point with your protest. You do have to be where you are.
We could go further down the road, but it depends how far the exclusion zone is going to be. Because they could do it all the way down the road.
Are you planning on staying until they remove you?
Yeah, for sure. And this won't stop. No matter what they do to us, we ain't going to stop. So we're here to stay till the place is closed down. And we will achieve it.
Oh yeah, my mum told me about a similar protest. I can't remember what it was called now, actually, the one that happened. They were there for decades outside the nuclear. It was the place where they held the nuclear weapons. And eventually they did actually get them removed.
Oh wow!
And they were there for decades.
Wow!
Yeah, it was huge. That was. So best of luck to you and your movement, mate. Yeah, MBR is specifically beagles.
Shut down MBR! Free the MBR beagles! Free the MBR beagles! Shut down MBR! Free the MBR beagles! Free the MBR beagles! Shut down MBR! Free the MBR beagles! Free the MBR beagles!
Dogs are cooler than cats.
Free the MBR!
They're more fun.
Free the MBR beagles!
Oh, my bag is so heavy.
Shut down MBR! Free the MBR beagles!
Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Andrew, why don't we get a group picture and then bloody shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagles! Free the NPR beagles! Shut down NPR!
Yes, I have noticed the 666 on the lamppost. I think it's for Westminster. W, but yeah, I know. And they also have like another symbol on the other side, not this one though. But it looks like a Vesica Pisces.
Poppy, Dexman toxicology torture! Why don't you be the whole day? 60 people! 60
Yeah, we're not going to follow them forever. So I do want to just sit down and have a beer, to be honest. And this isn't my fight. Plus also my bag is heavy as fuck. And I need to drink the beer that's in it. So it weighs less. I think that's a good enough reason. I'll see where Sean is, wait for Sean to catch up. I wanted to speak to the organiser of the camp as well. I don't know where she's gone. How's everyone in chat today anyway? Catch my drift, Owen pup. That's a strange thing to say, right? Oh, I need to take this fucking...
Free the NPR beagle! 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 Free the NPR beagle!
Good to hear, Tony. Good chat. Yo, 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 camera crew. White Pegasus, Pegasus.
Close down NPR! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle!
Oh, Sean's talking to the organiser.
Free the NPR beagle!
Thought so.
Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle!
Yeah, I'm alright.
Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Richard Patel, shame on you! Richard Patel, shame on you! Richard Patel, shame on you! Free the NPR beagle! 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 Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Shut down NPR! Shut down NPR! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the NPR beagle! Free the beagle! Free the beagle!
Please hit like button and that on the video as well. I probably don't have to take this one down yet. Apart from those words that I had with Ollie. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going with Actual. I'm going with Actual and Sean. I'm going up later today. For Newcastle tomorrow. I'll be streaming the Newcastle protest tomorrow.
Shame on you!
on you. Priti Patel, shame on you. Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles.
No, Jam Freedom playing Newcastle tomorrow.
NPR. Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Free the 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 NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles.
Right, give me a minute, guys.
Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Stop NPR. Shut down NPR.
Yeah, and hopefully Newcastle will be good, DJ. Hoping so. Alright, untenable position, mate.
Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Free the NPR beagles. Stop NPR.
Alright, I'll get some more words and then I think we'll go for a drink somewhere and just continue this as IRL. Yeah, it's IRL because I didn't actually mean to find the protest. See me? No other words. I just saw you were talking to my friend Sean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, can we go over there? Are you alright to? I just want to have some. I hear that you're the organiser of the camp. Is that...
I went on the 30th of June. I went to a demo.
Yeah.
They've been demonstrating there for years against MBR. But it's because they breed beagle puppies for the vivisection, and at 16 weeks old they send them out to vivisection. So I went to this demo and I was so disgusted. It was so wrong and horrifying. I'm not exaggerating, I had a message. It felt like a message. Don't leave them, don't leave. And I said, I'm not leaving, I'm camping, I'm staying here overnight. And Beth said she'd stay with me, young Beth said she'd stay with me. We stayed in a smart car with her dog. And then the next day I said, I'm going back to Stoke-on-Trent. I'm going to pick up my van and I'm coming back and we're camping. And from then on, every day, it's doubled and trebled and people got to know about it through just our local vegan community, because vegan camp, it doesn't matter if you're not vegan, everybody's joining in. And now we've got thousands of followers, because we've got people doing the Facebook, Insta, TikTok, all the social media platforms, joining them together. So they're good at it, I'm no good at it, so let people do what they're good at. It's grown organically and spiritually, the camp, and we want it to go back. The French are trying to do the same, and there's a video out now that we've shared on Camp Beagle, and it shows you the vans are being followed where they're taking the puppies out of MBR. And they go to Harrogate and up in the north, and all the different laboratories, because they do agrochemical testings on beagles, and they do the same tests. That's why it's still going. They do the same tests for lots and lots of companies. So they won't share any information. So they're getting money for the same test for all these companies. So it's a racket, an absolute racket. And all the money coming from the government and our big charities goes to vivisection. When there's companies doing modern science, you've heard the computer imaging, microbiology, they can grow organs outside your body now. It's stem cell. That's the future of science. But vivisection's keeping science in the dark ages, whereas technology, it's zooming into the future and sending this message around the world. And we want to get back to America, open up their protests and close the damn vivisection down worldwide.
Right, okay. So what kind of action are you taking at the camp?
Well, the because we've got an injunction on, we can't. The thing is, we could smash down and occupy it anytime. We could save some of the puppies. It's heartbreaking when those vans go out with puppies. But we want to do the bigger bit. We want to close every section down. So we've got to sort of hold back from what we'd like to do. Those workers are vile, and the vivisection industry is disgusting. And so we're using the social media platforms, and we're spreading the message, and we're closing down MBR acres there, and we're closing down vivisection as an industry. But also, just up the road, the puppies from MBR go up the road to Covance and to Harrogate further north, and that's where they have all this torture with all this agrochemical testing, and they're dead within 90 days. They're all dead. And this new video just said shows you the workers pushing the big trolleys out with all dead dogs in it.
So MBR Acres is not a testing facility; it's the breeding facility. And how old are the puppies
when they research?
Oh,
it's not research. I tell you what they do at MBR Acres as well. They breed the puppies, so they've got the mothers, and it's like a concentration camp. They breed the mothers, and at 16 weeks old they send them out to Covance. But what did you just ask me? I've lost my train.
All right. Well.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, they. Oh, I know. At MBR Acres, they train the puppies because beagles are mild and they're soft and they're loving and they're no bad-tempered. They're all beautiful, good-tempered dogs. So they train them to give the paw. So when they go to these testing facilities, they put the cannula for injecting poisons in them. They train them to do it. And they train them to lift their face to put the mask on. Because a few years back, the vivisection industry were making beagles smoke all day long to discover how people die of smoking, as if they'd have watched people and examined the dead bodies of chain smokers or smokers. They would have found that out anyway by observing modern science, but they use animals for all these pathetic excuses.
So people have followed the vans where they leave, like from MBI, because they followed the vans. You say
the latest video. So that they know where they're going. We want to know where those puppies are going. And
it goes to various testing.
Well, they've gone to Harrogate, and that's where they're seen pushing the trolleys out with dead dogs in, because it's a secret. All the locals around Huntingdon, they know nothing about it because it's all been in secret. There's razor wire around. There's a house at the front of these gates, and we've got a banner, the gates of hell. And that's what it is, because it's evil that side, and it's love the other side where we are camping. And we just do our best to raise awareness to everybody that's passing. And we're educating them as well, what they're doing here and what the vivisection industry is doing worldwide. And nobody knows anything about it, but they're doing now. They are now.
I spent some time at the Love Down camp, like Ollie here.
Yeah.
Didn't even realise he was here, but so I vaguely know him already, and he says he stayed at the Camp Beagle a few times.
I think everybody dropped in. You know, all the subs and, around the country, they drop in. But they're all doing their business now, aren't they? Trying to save animals all the time from cruel people.
So how are things at the camp?
It's good. I mean, we're under stress all the time. Because, like yesterday, the police, all these vans and riot vans and everything just turned off, stopped. All the police jumped out and they pushed everybody back. There wasn't that many people there because, sometimes there's a lot, about a dozen. and they just raided and let the vans come in and take the puppies. There was nothing we could do, and it was heartbreaking. And this is what makes us come here now and do all this marching all the way through London, because we're not having this. They think they're winning, but they're not. They'll never win this. They'll never win this. So it's going worldwide. We're letting, it's not going to be secret anymore. They're dirty little tests and poisons that they're putting into animals. It's just total exploitation. And these beagles, they're not protected by any welfare law. Like now, if you poisoned your dog, you'd go 5 years in prison. But not these beagles. Those people in white coats can do anything they want. They say they monitor them, but they don't. They get around it. They can do anything. And there's videos of the past. These people in white coats, they've been laughing, and they hit the dogs if they fight back. Or the old vivisection. I mean, there was one that when it was raided, they got a little monkey out, and they called it Britches, going back a bit, another raid on vivisection. And do you know what they did, these men in white coats and women? They'd taken this baby away from its mother and isolated it in the door. They wanted to see the reaction, as if they didn't know, and they couldn't think how it would be and just test it a bit on like humans. But they sewed the baby's eyes up as well. They sewed the baby's eyes up, and they named that little monkey Britches. They saved it, they took it out, but it was like an icon,
Good.
Stuff with yours.
So what are your plans for the movement from here on?
Just keep going till they shut them down. And shut MBR Acres down. And ban vivisection and fund. Give all the money vivisection has to all these companies that don't use animals for their innovations and methods and everything else that they're coming out with these days. It's modern science, not the dark age.
I was told that you have a court thing. You have a court appearance coming up.
Yes.
What are your? You got legal representation.
Court once before, and the judge said we could stay there. She might do it again.
Really?
Get the same judge. So we'll just carry on, pressure, and letting people know how disgusting. Do you know the workers at MBR? There was a video that we got, and they're carrying 2 dogs because they're all bred in a very sort of what's it called, antiseptic environment. So they never go out. There's no windows. They don't see the light of day. They don't see sunshine, feel the rain or anything. And they're carrying these dogs from one shed to another. And there's one of these dogs. One looks a bit nervous. The other dog is what tail's wagging. Its face is looking up to the worker, the main worker, and it's trying to lick a face. It doesn't know that these women are preparing it to send out for torture and death.
How could you do a job like that?
But they keep on coming back. And then we've got the people with security. They are like, they are sort of agency workers, but a lot of them have left. But these workers at MBR, I don't know if they're getting paid for it, but they've got no soul.
People in abattoirs and similar. It's not like danger money. It's almost like money for your soul.
Yeah.
You get good money working in places like that, sadly. But that's the only way they can get people to do it, I think.
Well, do they get good money? Don't think they do. It's just the only job they can get. In fact, it's not the only job they can get. It's attraction, like paedophiles get attracted to churches and schools or whatever. Psychos get attracted to the vivisection industry. The things that have happened and the tests that have been forced on animals, it's you would never believe. So they've got a free reign, really.
Do you have a history of protesting other movements yourself?
Well, yeah,
you seem like
industry.
Yeah.
The farming.
You seem like you've done this before.
The farming is another one. It's the #1 polluter of the planet. and yet we want a plant-based food system, and we need government to bring it in. But as it is, they're doing nothing. Like COVID, how do you think we get COVID? We get it because the farming industry, or wet markets and factory farms, they herd all these animals in through the winter months. They've got diseases that are not treated. They're breeding their own diseases. You know, if you can imagine factory farm conditions, there's thousands of them together. And then they breed their own diseases and they come out and then it jumps to humans. That's, you know, it's all, we've got COVID, SARS, MERS, Ebola, they're all, and swine flu, bird flu, AIDS, they're all animal diseases that have jumped to human. And the government are doing nothing except expect the world to be vaccinated and boosted and vaccinated again. They're even forcing teenagers, they're saying they can have free McDonald's or something if you get vaccinated. That is a absolute shocking, disgusting, I don't know, I can't find the words, it's absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, I know more about that sort of protest movement than I do about this one. That's normally what I cover.
The animal, they're farming, agriculture?
The sort of the anti-lockdown, anti-health passport protests.
Animal rebellion then? Or
no, I cover them when I see them. No, the anti-lockdown, anti-health passport protests. Right. I've covered a lot of those.
Save movement as well.
What?
Save movement.
Save movement.
Where they go and do like a vigil outside the slaughterhouse, or the trucks coming in. So the animals are going to their death and they give them water, say a prayer maybe, and just give them a kind word.
I've heard about those. I've not seen any. I did say to another member of the protest, see, I'm busy over the next week or so, but if I get a chance, I will come down to Camp Beagle. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
If you could follow us on Facebook and Instagram or TikTok, or we're on all of them now. Yeah. So have a good follow, and this is what we're doing, talking to different people, influencers as well, on social media platforms. Yeah. Spread it, take it all back to America. Yeah. And show that Scott Marshall, who's the CEO of Marshall Beagles, that are famous for providing animals for torture.
They keep it in the family then? It's a family name?
Yeah, there's a French under one of him, but there's only one or two. Of course they've got all investors in their company, you know. And now charities are putting money into it as well. That's a disgrace.
Really?
Yeah. Never trust them.
Which what charities?
I'm not sure. I know cancer charities, the British Heart Foundation.
Oh.
They're funding vivisection. But all the others, the Alzheimer's and dementia, they might. I'm not saying they do. I'm not sure. But there's many more big charities that are throwing money at vivisection because that's what they've always done. Government won't change. But Pretty Patel saw a video about a month ago and said she was shocked. She was shocked and horrified, but she's done nothing about it yet. She won't come to talk to it.
Yeah, no, the first person I spoke to said that that Pretty Patel had tweeted out about this. And it's, why would she tweet that out and then not do anything?
Because that's what they do, politicians. But that's why we've got to keep in the pressure, forcing them to do something. There's an EDM 175, I think, that Peter Egan and Ricky Gervais, I think, have brought out a petition that they want all the MPs to sign to ban vivisection and fund modern science. We've had Dominic Dyer speaking today at the beginning of the dinner. He's brilliant. We've got Penfold out about Afghanistan with his people, his staff and animals, didn't he? You know, he helped, supported the effort. So that was nice. And now he's speaking for us at Camp Beagle.
It's amazing.
It's like magic. Yeah. Even you coming along, you're a bit of magic because you're an influencer on social media platforms. So
I'm not that influencer.
Well, you know other people that do. You know, so we're not just talking about me on Facebook or on people at camp. We're talking about people who do it for a job, a living, you know, camera. And
Well, I don't make that much money,
YouTube,
but
like
YouTube. Yeah. I want people to see the truth, though.
yeah.
That's what I
That's
want
why
people
you're
to see. Yeah. Well,
If you talk to them at MBR, they'll say they've got the highest welfare standards. Well, I tell you, those dogs are left. The workers come in. There's up to 2,000 dogs at MBR. And the workers come in on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, around about 8 o'clock. They leave at 11:30 and they don't come back until 8 o'clock the next day, and Sunday like the Monday. So those dogs are left on their own over 20 hours altogether. They get, you know, as they get bigger, they're fighting, they're peeing, pooping, and they've got a couple of hours to clean up. They don't ever go out of those filthy, stinking sheds. You know, if you go up the side, they open the sheds, they go in, and it absolutely stinks. You can smell it, vile. And they're knocking the mops around, and then they're coming out and going to work, and they've got no shame, so they've got no pride, have they? So it's like a concentration camp. And those workers are like, well, I won't say it on camera, they're all in junction. Gotta be careful what you say. Sometimes silence is powerful. Not too good on silence when those workers come out. Keep sending the poppers out to their death.
thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you for being interested.
That's all right. I mean, I wish you and the movement all the best.
Yeah.
Do you ever, I mean, you've got the court case coming up, so
4th of
hopefully
October.
the 4th of October.
See, the police come and they take people out one by one for any sort of reason, the slightest reason. But they bailed away for a week, 2 weeks, a month, a couple of months. And then at the end of the day, most of it's dropped because it's pathetic. But they take people away from the movement. That's their method.
What do you have, you don't, what was your name again?
Holly?
Sorry?
Holly?
Holly. Good to meet you, I'm Owen.
Owen, yeah.
Other than staying where you are as long as you can, are there any specific, I suppose you wouldn't want to tell me online, that would be a bad idea, right?
Well,
But any specific, you say, oh, we could just go in and occupy the place, are there any, you trying to be as non-violent as possible?
well, yeah. We don't want, even from the beginning, we're not a violent protest. We just want them to stop sending those puppers out to their deaths, torture and deaths. We want the vivisection industry to end. So violence won't get us anywhere, we know that. So violence isn't in our remit at all.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking with me. I might cut this into a clip or something like that, Well, not edit anything you say, but maybe, just trim a bit and all of that sort of thing. People might be interested to see. What should I just call you, Polly?
Polly, yeah.
Yeah, just Polly?
Yeah, that'll do. I don't want them tracing my name.
That's
Mind
all
you,
right.
I've just been named on it. It's not recorded, so.
We're live.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so, no, but I assume that you're in like the court documents. And for the Love Down one, I was in the court documents
the
for that.
documents are a farce as well. They're using all old evidence, and old names of people, and old evidence. It's like thrown together. It's like an amateur company. They come after a demo. They came and threw these papers in our hands, and we threw them back because we guessed what it was. And they're so rude. They come like big bully boys, and they're so rude and violent they are. But the paperwork, it's like somebody's thrown it together and got all old information. So I hope they do take it to court because it can all get chucked out. Perhaps we can claim compensation from it.
Yeah. I went to the I went to all of the court cases because I was at Lovedown, which was sort of like a freedom camp, I guess. It was a anti-lockdown, anti-government nonsense, yeah, it was in Shepherd's Bush. We did 3 locations. We got kicked out the first, and we were in Shepherd's Bush, and then we got kicked out and went to Clapham Common, and then we got kicked out and we went to Hackney Downs. The whole thing was about...
But they never stopped you?
No, some people are still going. The main movement has simmered down, but there's still people in Brighton now. Yeah. I mean, that whole thing that we did launched what I'm doing right now. You know, it built up my channel and people knew who I was, so I could do this now, really.
It's interesting that people have got half a brain, they want to watch that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, when we did get, when we finally got kicked out of Shepherd's Bush, we had 100 tents. We woke up one morning.
It's nice. Please
We woke up at 8 o'clock. Someone was banging a pot saying, wake up, we're being raided. They tried it 2 days before at 5 a.m. And there was just a standoff all day until about 4:30 in the afternoon. They came back 2 days later, and they came back with the TSG. They had 150 TSG surrounding the camp at 8 o'clock in the morning. How no one actually noticed them rocking up, I don't know. I think because I came out of my tent and they were all there.
Warnings, you know, local people and throwing the police around. But they barricade the roads up and everything. Yesterday they came to the poppies, en masse, riot bands, everything. And they took all our dog crates away, that local people, because we were talking about we've got adopters, we've got the crates, we could rehome all those dogs. So they took them all, the police took them, you know, put them, the crates, took all the crates away. They even took a big bag of logs from the camp that we would use. So I've asked to put them all back. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, they're sneaky. They make out they're talking to me.
They destroyed so much of our property. They came in, they were just throwing food on the floor. They threw our food on the floor so we couldn't take it with us. They destroyed people's tents. It was...
It's just such disrespect of good, decent people. You raise your children to be good, decent people with a heart and compassion and a soul. And then when they come out to want to protest against injustice, you've got the police raiding. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
Yeah. I mean, here's hoping we don't go back into a lockdown as well.
Well, we will do because we'll have another animal disease soon. They're doing nothing about it, are they? Still got the factory farms. So, go on the next one. Because I saw COVID, to be honest, I saw the lockdown after COVID. I saw the COVID as a big hammer blow after they've ignored all the other warnings. But the lockdown was just to show how powerful nature can be. And this is the last warning you're going to get. That's how I saw lockdown. And they still don't take any notice. After the world's got locked down, they just stay vaccinated again. They don't go to the cause or the source of the problem. And they know what it is. The scientists at the beginning used to talk about it all the time, but they've been silenced, like they've been silenced to come out about vivisection. They're silenced because they'll lose their job, they'll be vilified, you know. It's just all injustice, tradition against discipline. And you know, government should be leading the way with the UK. We used to be leaders in Europe, but we're not now. Europe has just voted to put an end to vivisection, isn't it? That's what we said. So they've just voted to either phase out or ban pretty much very soon vivisection. So it's on the way. Why we're dragging our feet and not leading, I don't know. Makes me ashamed. You know, that's like the helicopter up there. Any animal protest, we've got the helicopters out, we've got riot bands, we've got hundreds of cars, police. They're peaceful people. just want to save animal lives. Even hunts. Please protect the hunts, not the sabs. And the hunts and their terrier men are putting up sabs all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought they banned
Isn't it?
they banned hunting as well, or fox hunting.
Ban in 2014, is it? Yeah, it must be. There was a law that was thrown together full of loopholes that the hunts exploit. So they go out, they know it is illegal, but they go out and do it anyway. And the police know, but the police believe the hunts that there's sabs out there, or the guns. They make all such stories, and the police believe them, and they stop sabs following the hunts. And the Coatsmore hunt has just beaten up one of our guys for the second time. They're terrier men, they're absolute bugs. But nature won't prevail.
I won't take up any more of your time. I see you're very busy. You've got what are you planning on doing with the protest next? Are you here for a bit? Are you going to go march again?
This is powerful. We're going to do another one of these on a regular basis.
No, I mean like right now. I mean, are you going to march again? Or?
No, I think this is the end because we've been out since 12.
Where did you start? Because I caught you at Westminster.
Westminster.
Yeah.
So we've marched here from Westminster. I think I'll phone my son. He lives in London. Take you for a lunch or something.
Oh yeah, go have a cup of tea or something. Oh, that'd be nice. Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you, Owen.
All right, thank you, Polly.
Nice meeting you.
Have a hug.
Yeah. What's your name?
It's Media Consumer.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, have a look if you like. I mean, this one will be up there. It's live. It's called MDR Beagles protest. Yeah.
Okay, I'll write it down. I'll go and listen to it.
I mean, I didn't mean to find the protest, as I said, so I just coming past and,
We need people like you to spread the word.
Yeah. I know, as I say, I cover a lot of protests. I'm covering anti-health passport protests tomorrow in Newcastle. That's expected to probably have quite a violent.
Newcastle North?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're getting a lift there, so. Because there's one here.
To Harrogate then, aren't you?
I have no idea.
That's where LabCorp is.
Oh, okay.
That is the bigger section place. That's where the beagles go, up to Harrogate.
Really?
No. I'm trying to do a Camp Beagle, but I don't think it'll happen, but doing protests.
You get another camp up there, couldn't you?
Not another camp, but doing a lot more protests.
Yeah.
Because they're coming from Germany, I think. They're sending, they're bringing in dogs because perhaps they can't get as many as they get from here.
Right. Oh, right, because if they ban vivisection,
Facility, but they do more rabbits and
they can, if they ban vivisection in Europe, they're not banning the breeding. Not banning the breeding though, are they?
The breeding won't be any use, will it, if the vivisection's banned?
No, as you say, they could just ship them over here and continue their business to a degree.
No, but we've got to follow. We'll have to follow that.
You have to be meeting them at the ports. You have to be meeting them at the ports.
Well, we meet them at the airport, Manchester Airport. There's lots of protests going on about shipping in animals for vivisection.
Oh, really?
Manchester Airport.
Wow.
Lots of things we can do, but I think this is a good protest.
Just going to Tesco, but we've got to go as soon as you're done, yeah?
Yeah. Well, we're just chatting now, actually. Had a lovely chat.
Yeah, we were. But I was going to Tesco to get Tesco again.
Okay, I'll be here, mate. All right.
What do you say, media?
Media Consumer.
Okay, I'm going to write it down. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. No worries. Yeah, I cover all sorts of things. I just cover all sorts of protests. I'm a bit cynical at times, but I like to cover the truth of things, whether or not. I think I was saying it when we were walking along past the London Eye. I may not agree with what you say, but I fight to the death for your right to say it. And so obviously, I agree with this.
Always ask me. You can always say your bit because we've got the answers.
I don't have a better answer. No, I just think everyone should be free.
People do say we've got no other way. Well, they have. That's no excuse these days. They might have been gullible before, but not now. There's plenty of modern science now. Vivisection is useless. And how many cures are we missing because we go for, bothering about animal testing, missing cures, real cures.
Yeah.
So vivisection isn't the only way. But they won't tell you that. But we need vivisection, well you don't. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Alright.
Just go and write this down before I forget it.
That's all right. I think I might sit in the shade for a bit. It's bloody hot today.
Yeah. Just get that. In fact, I had a protesting outside the camp. I did have a couple of little, so tight because you can't leave, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We had some of that at Love Down, sitting in the sun all day. I got so tanned.
I know you do get tanned, but you nearly pass out, don't you?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to sit by that water.
Alright.
Okay, Owen, catch you later.
Alright, cool.
Media consumer.
Yeah, I'll be around for a little bit and then, yeah, I don't know where we'll go. We'll go
All
go for a
right,
walk or
thank
something.
you. No, nice to eat around.
You're nice to eat, I don't
Nice,
know.
I've never known anywhere.
Oh, somewhere to sit out and eat. Yeah.
Vegan.
I don't know. I'm sure if you type
I
into
wonder, I'll find.
type into a map somewhere,
Really
vegan
clever,
restaurant,
normally. That's the question.
there'll be one around. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks
Polly.
very much.
Alright, boys and girls. We got something out of that, I hope. Oh, chat stopped scrolling a long time ago. Let me catch up with what you've all been saying. Let me wait for Sean. She needs meat. Cheerio, Polly. Till we meet again. Right, I see a lot of cynicism. There's still some nice comments in here too. Do humans need meat? I don't know if we need meat, but I know I want meat. She's awesome. Yeah, she's a lovely woman. Absolutely beautiful soul. Film her. No, I was filming her when I was doing the interview bit, and now I just wanted to chat. So I don't like, you know, if I was doing what let's go sit in the shade. If I was doing what like Will does on his channel, you know, he's got a GoPro, and so he just points like vaguely at people, and they stay like all in the center with their pointy noses because he's using a wide-angle lens. But he has to get, you know, right in people's faces to do that. But yeah, I'm not really into that, and so if I have to, you know, if we're just having a conversation afterwards, I don't know if you've noticed. I was talking about this the other day. Like, people perform for his camera. They really do. He points the camera in their face and they get embarrassed and they go, "Oh, here we are." That's why I get so many pictures of people smiling, because they feel embarrassed because they're having fun, you know, which is natural. But I don't like doing that. Each to their own, you know. I am going to get a GoPro though. What else is going on in chat? She's a boss, lovely woman. Which does remind me, okay, I don't know what that means. Another point towards cats being based. She's a nice lady, she's a nice lady, she's a kind heart. Do the Beagles go to Harrogate? I'm not quite sure what's happening in Harrogate. That's where the Beagles go. Hug for me. Nice. Got a new girl, lovely lady. Couldn't make this shit up. Beautiful guys. Beautiful, lovely. I only make jokes when I get nervous about issues. I know, I do sometimes. Do you love animals except cows and chickens? Yeah, no. See, I don't claim to love animals. I'll leave them to it, but at the same time, I ate a pig. In fact, I don't know how many pigs I ate this morning. More than one. Look at this. I think they're in, what's that place in Japan? I can't remember that place in Japan where everyone dresses up like that in the sort of Victorian, whatever that they do. Performing is good. No, I don't like it. I want things to be real. Like if someone asked me to, you know, wants to take a picture of me, I'll be like, if you want to take a picture, take it when we're having fun, when I'm not looking, and then take like 5 of them, and one of them will be nice. Don't ask me to pose for a picture because it's not real. I don't like that. I'm not into that. People act differently in front of a camera. It's exactly untenable. No, man. I don't know. Yeah, truth only. I'm in Newcastle tomorrow. Do I expect trouble? Yeah, probably. Kawaii. Yeah, that's not the name of the thing though, is it? I don't know. How good is the zoom on this? Can I get that? Oh, it's a bit 911-y, isn't it? Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, because I could put it on like the wide camera as well. Super wide. Big up Ken Livingston getting rid of the pigeons. Is that why there's no pigeons here? There's a few, but what did he do? Just kill them all? Or just poison them or something? You're going to ask me to pose for a picture tomorrow though? No. Wait, are you coming to Newcastle on Tunnel? Stay safe. What? I want it to be natural by holding a selfie stick. Yeah, it's not particularly natural. It's hard to get it natural in the first place when you're doing that, isn't it? I'm gonna eat a sandwich and some crisps. That's not a CGI plane though. Oh, it's flying the puppies. Yeah, the puppies are on that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, imagine if I accidentally caught the next 9/11. 9/11-2. Here we go again. 9/11-2. Back with a vengeance. Hello, hello. Might rename this stream now. Most of the protesters are gone. Although Polly's still over there, but yeah, I'm going to leave it to it. She's doing her thing. Go rename the stream. Yeah, if you refresh the stream, you'll see the new title. It doesn't really matter though, because it's still the same video. Tripod? No, this is a tripod. It's a tripod selfie stick. It's magical. Yeah, do pigeons' lives matter? Does she want the pigeons to survive? I imagine she does, yeah. You up? What, right now? Yeah. Meet him. Where you gotta go? Are you spelling Siraj? We gotta go to Campbell's. What? Well, we need to get the Northern Line to Euston and then... Why not? Go go. Suck a dick, man. Explain. Are we going to Euston? So where are we going? Fucking whatever it is, wherever Campbell. Harajuku, yeah, that's it, maybe. Also, you're way behind Dave Bradford. I'm only going to do London or Brighton, haven't decided yet. Yeah, it might be fun. Fun in a head bashing kind of fun way. Fun in a I hope I don't get eaten by a dog kind of way. Phalak. In phallic. Yeah, all the pigeons that you used to see in Trafalgar Square, they never really existed. They were just CGI. Zionist boogaloo. How funny. It'd be 9:24. Oh, really, it'd be 24:09, wouldn't it? That would make even more sense. Oh, cheers, Dave Datchura. Datchura. Oh, hello, 11. Hello, 11. Yeah, beagles. Beagles getting bred and tortured in captivity. And these people are protesting it. The thumbnail? Oh, I don't know about the thumbnail. Thumbnail... Is there a thumbnail? I thought the thumbnail was just my default fucking top picture. I don't even know. The thumbnail changes, I think, depending on when you start watching the video. Yeah, Sean is my boss. I work for him. I provide fellatio services 24/7. Yeah, I'm waiting for 9/11/2 to happen. They're not hot dog flavour, they're paprika. They test each crisp is tested on an animal. They get it to eat it, then spit it out again, they put it back in the bag. Sean was never running for mayor. We just had 9/11 daily for 2 years. Yeah, kind of.
Go. Just doing 3 wrap up. Like, okay, yeah, like and subscribe.
Where we
like
go?
And subscribe. Really good service we don't really have. Also, I really love Sean. He's really great. So subscribe. He's really great guy, really great. Delivering liberties. Great guy, really great.
Liberties. All the liberties.
Delivering liberty. Great guy. Great channel. Great guy.
So where are we going? Tell me where we're going and I'll do it.
Swiss Cottage, I told them that.
No, you don't.
We're going to the northern one.
Why are we going to Swiss Cottage?
That's where fucking Campbell's car is.
Oh, right, okay. Fine. And that's like not... That's...
As soon as we don't turn up at midnight.
What, and we're going to Charing Cross for that?
Yeah, nearest station.
What, just down there? Alright. Okay.
Got a kiss as well.
Okay. Cool. Let me eat the last part of my sandwich. I'm having a ham and cheese sandwich. You want liberties? Sure, we'll deliver them. Delivering liberties, taking liberties, delivering them. He's a liberty delivering service. I don't have a Trump accent, do I? Not really. No, we're travelling up to Newcastle tonight. I'm gonna go meet Siraj and Campbell and go up tonight. Please make sure you hit the like button and shit, or don't. Hit whatever you like, hit whatever button. Maybe hit the tab button on your keyboard, or maybe the off button on your phone. I don't know. Maybe the light switch in your bedroom. Whatever button you want to press, you can press it. You are free to press any buttons you wish. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Look at my previous videos, look at the popular videos, and that you'll see a lot of my live streams I just take down. So there aren't many live streams of the protests recently, but all the videos you see recently are from the protests. So make sure you hit the notification thing. There's no doubt tomorrow's video live stream I will take down. So yeah, hit the little notification thing. You get a notification when the stream happens, because that's probably the only time you'll be able to watch it. And yeah, if you want to donate, I'm about 3/4 of the way to saving for a MacBook now. Only need a couple of hundred extra, I think, something like that. And that'll allow me to do all my editing and stuff on the go properly without having to do it on a fucking phone. Now, I'm going.
Let's go fast forward over to the station because I need to get a piss, so I'll see you at the station.
Okay. Alright, I'll work. I think there's more liberties over there, so that's all good. AB and Owen, your favourite stream. AB is in Audit in Britain. Fucking hell. Oh yes, Odyssey. I do have an Odyssey channel. Everything from this channel gets automatically put on Odyssey. There are a few, 1 or 2 uncensored videos on there as well. No, I'm not covering London tomorrow. Other people are covering London tomorrow. I'm covering Newcastle. Okay, right. Sean taking liberties. Could never do this in Worcester. I get people coming up to me trying to fucking steal it or get in the shot or ruin things, probably. Yeah, you can see I got the helmet. Thought I'd bring that for tomorrow. Hopefully I won't need it, but we'll see. No giant pigeons allowed. Yeah, it's cool that I'm doing IRL stuff now as well, randomly, because it's like fucking, when I met Immy, Mortal Aliens, back in like December, January sort of time, he was actually on, I think I met him the night he hit 6,000 subs. So it's quite cool to see that I'm there now. It's weird. Doesn't feel like it though. Still feels the same. But yeah, anyway, I need to go down the underground. So yeah, Emmy's fucking great. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, Will might be going. Oh, he's going in a tank. Yeah, good. I don't know if he's going there tomorrow though. He might be doing London. Matt, I'm very sorry, but you got me just at the very end of the stream. I don't know what we're doing. Probably won't be streaming again later. But I'll be streaming tomorrow in Newcastle. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, probably around lunchtime-ish, for Newcastle crazy protests. We'll see if the police kick off like they did last time. Make sure you hit the notification thing. Please like, subscribe, share. What else? Hug your friends. Love each other. and all of those other good things for yourself. I'm not saying that word. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much, people. All greatly appreciated. And I'll catch all you beautiful people soon.